Right, hello and welcome to this episode of Lowdown Garage. Now, you join me in the garage late on with Joe, and we are here to finish off the arch. Obviously, in the previous episode, you saw us give the arch its final coats, and well, now we're back a week later, and it's all dry and looking pretty good. So there it is, absolutely mint. But at the moment, if you can hear that, and that is the sound and the feeling that we're going to get gone with the buffer today. Now, in this episode, we're going to do a few more bits like dremeling the subframe out for the adjustment as well. And in the past 2 days, I didn't actually end up filming because I figured it'd be quite boring. But I got the diff oil all in the differential, resealed the diff case. There's the diff oil. So it's 75W140NT Plus for a Z3M diff. It's whatever they use for the clutch packs. It's some special fluid. And then I spent the other day fighting with a handbrake cable all day long, and it was miserable. And I thought, well, I'm not filming that because you won't find that interesting either. If you want to know how to get your handbrake casings out of your E30, go to E30's Zone. The forum there tells you all about how to do it, and I should have looked at it sooner, really. With that, we'll get to some polishing. This is the, I've got it on my finger now. That's the cutting compound that we're using, the G3 Scratch Remover Pro. Right, so we've buffed the arch. Now, on camera it probably looks really good. Now, if you get the torch close to it, you can see that line. Those there. That's not too good. So now, Joe's going to scare us and wet sand it a bit, which is horrible. Right, so you've just seen we've done some buffing, and we've ended up with like a weird defined line, if you want to show them with the torch, Joe. So this is like a line. I don't know what it is. We're not professional painters by any means. We don't really know what's gone on there. The primer's probably underneath it or something. So what we've resorted to is thinners. We're going to do, probably not the proper way, but we're going to take a little bit off to get to the body line sort of crease, and hopefully we can be successful in blending it that way. So we're going to take a bit off, get it to a curve, and then try buffing it again. So we're not too sure what we're doing here, but you know, as you can see, it's doing something. So all right, it's gone tits up. So we're back to the sander, unfortunately. No more I can say, really. Blending didn't happen, and it turns out when we've primed, we did too much primer and not enough paint. So we need to go back over it with a bit more paint and hope for the best. We've added a bit of paint to it, and it looks horrific. So, I mean, I don't know what to think, Joe. What do you think?
It looks shit, like.
Yeah, so anyway, we might have fucked it. But there's still hope in saving it.
There's hope in redemption.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say other than laugh about it, to be honest. That's it for today. Hopefully it's looking a bit better now. Don't get the torch on it because then they won't know. There's a run there. We're gonna attempt to sand that out, and it should be pretty good. So what do you reckon, Joe? You reckon it's gonna work?
Hopes and redemption. So
we'll give that a try tomorrow and add some clear over it and hope for the best. Right, hello and welcome to another day of E30 winter work. Now, we start the day with some sad news. The Polo the other night, we went on a spirited drive, and the release bearing said goodbye. It's just sort of, I put my foot down, it went pop, and the clutch doesn't work anymore. Now, I did kind of plan for it to be the end of the Polo at some point soon, and I think it's finished itself off, but we're not too sure yet. I'm really undecided what I want to do with it. I do like the car. You know, we've got better things in the works. Obviously, the Civic is waiting for my attention, and I feel like I should probably put my attention towards this instead of that. So, yeah. Obviously it's just deciding what to do. Anyway, but in the meantime, we've now realised that between me and Joe we own 5 cars and 7 engines and none of them work. Here's another broken one, and well, we're getting close to fixing this. I think what's going to happen is this is going to be the next daily when all this goes back in. And Joe's doing a bit of wet sanding and trying to get those runs gone. I need to, basically these need to be sort of drilled out a bit to down here. I'm going to keep trying that and we'll see how we go.
It's probably not going to look as good as it originally did.
Yeah.
But I've got hopes now.
Yeah. When are we getting this done, Joe?
Getting what done?
The E30.
I don't know.
How long do you reckon?
You said a month, like a week ago.
Yeah, I reckon it's about that. How hard can it be? We just went and collected a special tool. Here we've got the Dremel, and well, we're going to use that to hone those bits out there, like that. And I've just realised that end doesn't go in. Cock. Hopefully there's a smaller one, maybe. It doesn't look like it. I might die now. So anyway, the arch is looking pretty minty.
Much better.
So we're getting rid of that line now. Obviously when we buffed it, it looked pretty shit, so it's good now. We've made a little bit more progress. I've managed to get these all honed out now. Joe's managed to get more of the painting done. And we're now at a point of waiting for clear coat. So he's got some bits masked up that we don't want overspray on. I think soon, once this is honed out, we're going to be getting the diff bolted to the subframe, and then we're going to be getting the subframe in with the arms on it, and then I'll build it up from there out. We are now at the point where I've managed to hone out all the subframe, and we're going to be bolting the diff up to the subframe, and then we're going to get the arms bolted up and then put it in the car. There's the subframe all ready with the bushes. Here's the diff, so we're just going to get it down and get it bolted on. We're just about to bolt the diff to the subframe. There we go. Got some copper grease in there, cleaned it all up nice. There we go, a mint angle. We're just going to bang the subframe in like this. It'll be a lot easier just doing it with just the diff and the subframe. So I'll just put the studs through the body and then we'll get on with it. For the YouTubes, there you have it. Diff and subframe in. Wow. We'll deal with the shit now. Right, so to conclude today's work on the E30, it's gone really well. Momentous moment coming up. The subframe all bolted in with the diff. So let's let the jack off it and hope it don't plummet to the ground. There we go. Look at that.